What's up, guys? Welcome to the Tuesday forecast. So here we have EU, Euro US dollar, and I have actually been in two trades which have been a loss. Now I'm going to go through them later on in the forecast, but let's first start with this pair. So for me personally, there was actually an opportunity to enter right here on a long trade. So what I was seeing this ascending structure, and then I was seeing a push up. So we clearly had this ascending structure, and then we pushed up, and I was willing to place a pending long order right here at this level, but there were two reasons I actually stayed out. So first one was this push was not enough for me. I wanted to see maybe a bit more, but the biggest reason, maybe something like this, but the biggest reason was that it was Monday morning, or actually Monday afternoon. So on a Monday I usually tend to be more patient because the setups don't usually tend to work out on a Monday. So yeah, I did not take this trade, and that was good because it would have been a loss. But if someone did take it, I can see the logic behind it because it was an ascending, and we know that on the Euro pairs we can have an ascending an impulse in the same direction as the ascending. So currently what is happening, we are still kind of ascending, and now we're having this impulse up. So that's exactly what I was talking about, where we can have an ascending structure and then impulse in the same direction on the Euro pairs. So currently I am definitely interested. I'm looking for a flag, or I'm looking for a break and retest like this, or maybe if it pushes further to the upside, looking for a flag further up, or maybe we start to ascend and then I will look for a reversal down. Then I know that the move to the upside has been exhausted. But definitely this to me looks like the price action has been cleaning up, and we have started to see some nice momentum, especially if you compare it to prior price action. I mean, just look at this range and then look at this cleaner price action, and now this large impulse up. So that is definitely a good sign. So now you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a continuation or a pullback or whatever pattern we get to buy. Also, we can get a V reversal. Not really probable, but we will forecast it anyway. We can get a V, a range, and then a flag to go short. That is also a possibility, but let's see what happens. I am expecting for this to continue up. If I see evidence, I am buying. Euro Japanese yen. So I actually was in a trade. Let's see how the highs are here. If everything, yeah, this is all part of the trend. So I was actually in a trade right here, and this one was actually a mistake, unfortunately. So what happened? This happened early in the morning at, I don't know, 3 or 4 a.m. my time. And so I did wake up. I do wake up once per night to check the charts, check the trades, move the stops and everything else. So I did wake up, I did check the phone, and on the phone this looked much better than it did on the laptop or on the computer. So I placed a pending short order at this level. So what I was seeing on my phone, actually I was seeing first, this was a nice ascending structure, clear ascending structure. It was actually a really good structure. We have wicks to the upside, huge wick up, and then liquidity taken out. And then we also have a V reversal, and we have a small range, and then we kind of continued down. So those are actually two things that were in confluence for the price to go down. First was an ascending, and we know that when we have an ascending, we usually reverse down and we start a nice downtrend. And we had this V reversal, and we had a small range, then we continued down. So there was obviously one major warning sign, which was that this was not enough of a push. What I should have been looking for is more of a push down, then I would be happy to enter. But on my phone this looked bigger than right here on my PC. So I did unfortunately place a pending short order, got tagged in, then the price went into a bit of a profit, and then it took me out for a reduced loss, because when it broke the low I reduced my loss, stop loss a bit to this most recent high. So yeah, mistake made. Should have checked the PC, should have should have seen that this was not enough of a push. I was really sleepy, really tired, so it happens. But let's try to minimize it for the next time. For the next time I'll definitely check the PC for how large the break is. And yeah, and then we continued up, and now what is happening, we are getting a nice push up. We are getting these wicks, so that is kind of bad. Not gonna lie, it's not looking as good as the Euro US dollar. But yeah, what I'm looking for here, I'm looking for this to continue trending up. So I would probably not be taking a flag here because of these 3 wicks, which are a major warning sign. So what I would like to see, I would like to see this continue, and then maybe a nice flag, or maybe a nice break and retest trade. So I would like for a clean trend to start to the upside like this, and then I would look to buy on that nice uptrend. So I will also be looking out for an ascending structure, and then for the price to reverse. That can also happen, a reversal trade, and then look to sell short. Maybe a trend starts to the downside like this. And another possibility is we can get a V reversal right here. We can get a V, a range, push down, look to sell on a nice flag. So to sum up, it's looking okay, nothing spectacular for this particular pair, but I am looking to buy on a clean continuation pattern if the opportunity presents itself. Let's switch to the Aussies. Aussie US dollar, this one is looking very promising. I do like this pair. I do like this current uptrend. So the price action is cleaning up. As you compare it to this, you can see it's just complete shit, and wicks everywhere, wicks down, wicks up, and now we're starting to clean up, starting to get some nice continuations. Got a nice push, just a 1 candle pullback, and then we continued up. So that's a very, very good sign. And what I'm looking for currently is the same thing as on Euro US dollar. I'm looking for a nice tight small flag. I don't take larger flags. I like only smaller flags on this pair. Or I'm looking for this to pull back and then maybe a clean break and retest trade. So, or maybe for it to continue further up, get a flag or a break and retest trade further up. But yeah, so my main point is this is looking good. This is trending up. It's a clean trend, 1 candle pullback. I'm definitely looking to buy here, but I'm also being careful of wicks. When we get wicks, we can expect a bit of a range. So another thing, do be careful if we start to ascend. It usually means a reversal is happening, so don't be buying if you see an ascending structure. Another thing, what can happen, we can get a V. Again, I don't think it will happen, but let's forecast it anyway. Then get this sort of a pattern, this sort of a formation. So yeah, that's it for AU. It's looking very, very good. So EU and AU are looking very, very promising. But let's get that evidence and then look to buy. Don't be buying without seeing evidence first. And now we have Aussie Japanese yen. I was also in a trade right here, and this one actually did fit my plan. So this for me was a good trade. I did like it, and I was happy to take it. So we had this ascending structure. As you can see here, we broke the high retrace, broke the high retrace, broke the high retrace, kind of ranged around here, but then continued with the ascending structure, creating wicks to the upside, going into this upper liquidity area with an ascending structure, and then we broke the low, got a really nice close. At this point I did have an order on. After this candle my order was also on, and then we got this candle with a wick, then we got double wicks. At this point I wanted to see a bit of a range, so maybe something like this, and then a nice combo entry. So what happened then, we got first a flag opportunity. This would be the entry candle for the flag, but for me I wanted to see a bit more of a range. So flags are not that high probability as maybe a combo trade. A combo trade is a combination of a flag and a break and retest trade. So a combo is this, and we got just a regular flag here. So I did stay out of the flag, but I did enter a combo trade. So after this candle formed, I woke up because it was in the evening, and I placed a pending short order. at this most recent low, got tagged in and tagged out with the same candle. Unfortunately, again, it did fit my plan. I saw double wicks, but then I saw price start to range, so I was happy to risk that 1%, and the prior price action was pretty high probability for me personally, and this reversal had some nice momentum behind it. That is it for the trade. And what is happening now? Let's see what is happening. So we reversed up, clearly got a V reversal, well, sort of a V reversal, and then we continued up. That is a good sign that the momentum is up, but again I'm seeing large double wicks on the top, and this impulse is not that convincing to me, especially when we consider prior price action where we kind of, where we kind of ranged around. So we broke the low, retraced, and now we broke the high, also created large double wicks, retraced. So not really showing me a high probability setup, not really giving me a clean decisive direction. So probably I will not be taking a flag here. If a flag forms, I would probably stay out of it. What I would like to see is for this to pull back and then a nice break and retest trade. That would be very, very good. That would be very high probability, and that would be a nice uptrend, since we would then have an impulse, a pullback, and then a second impulse to confirm the uptrend. Also, I'm seeing if we get a larger push and then a nice flag further up, or if we start to, or if we start to ascend, then I would look for a reversal to the downside like this and look to sell short like this. So yeah, definitely looking for this to continue. But if we start to ascend, then you know the price, the move to the upside has been exhausted, and you should not be buying if you see signs of a reversal. Also, we can get a V, a range, push down, look for a flag, of course. But then again, this is not looking that good, so I'm being more patient, and let's see how the price develops in the next few days. As we know, Mondays and Tuesdays are range bound. On Wednesdays is usually when we get a nice push. So that will be it for the forecast, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the Wednesday trade recap and forecast.